Hey,
It's
it's no
8:30.
dude, it's no different
I
when you
make
go
it
to
up.
his
I make
house.
it up in time. I make it up in driving.
Hey, 8:30 rolls up. Boom. Hey, you can tell he went to the salon. His hair is all good. He smells so good.
I'm always
Hey,
on point, baby.
You are always
look like
on point, but it doesn't change it though. You just
Hey, so what time we leaving tomorrow? You know what? Let's leave early. Let's do 6 a.m. What do you think? That sounds good. I wait for you at 6 a.m. Hey, 6:05. Oh yeah, man. I just got up, man.
what happened was
Yeah. Hey, 45 minutes. Let me get ready.
Yeah, I hear you.
he didn't give you any time. He just says, "I just got ready, man. It won't be long. I promise, man. I
No,
promise it won't be long."
Hey, it started with 45 minutes, and then it became hey, just sit tight. I'll be there. Four texts later. Hey, 4 texts later. Where you at? Where you at? We still going?
Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I'm right down the road.
Dude, I'm right down the road. Yeah, I'm right down the road. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
No, he don't say sorry. He's like, hey, I'm down the road. Come outside. I come outside 20 minutes later. 20 minutes later.
Oh,
like,
man.
dude, where you at?
10 minutes later.
Oh, I turned down the wrong street. Oh, so
I had to get gas. I had to get gas. But your car's electric.
Oh, the good old days of going to cons.
Hey, you still want to go? Halfway
there. Play basketball too.
Let's turn around.
Hey, let's turn around. Ain't nobody. Check who's there. Ain't nobody there.
We'll just tell them we can't make it.
Hey, tell them ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody there.
We'll be stuck at the airport.
Yeah, exactly right. Hey, find a picture, download it, then post it.
All right, man. Let's go. Let's just go anyway. Let's just go check it out. Let's just go see.
What are you talking about? Never doing that.
hey, too far. My bad. Too far.
Way too far. What do you got going on, Game God?
I don't know. I forgot where I was at. Within the Spiderverse.
Game God, what have you got going on?
So,
yeah.
Oh, there we go. Wake up, people. Let's go. 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 a.m. That's your alarm clock.
Can you even call him Game God anymore?
Wait for anyone. What'd you say?
Can we even call him Game God anymore?
No, he's just a game. Gamey. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure what we should call him nowadays. What should we call him?
There definitely ain't no magic coming from that square.
Game toddler.
Going backwards here.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Tell me what we call you.
Game normal person.
normal game guy.
Normal game guy.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. We should stick with that.
Let's just snap.
Snap.
Yeah, this is a snap. This is his name. Snap.
Snap guy.
Snap God.
Snap God.
There you go.
Hey, this guy's like level 50 Magic Mike for like Snap.
Dude, he knows what's coming. He'll say, "Hey, did you guys see the new update? It hasn't even come out yet." He's talking about the new update.
Yeah.
No, it came out yesterday.
That's where he is. That's where he is. He knows the updates before they even come out.
It came out yesterday, but and actually you shortchanged me. It's 63.
63 what?
There you go.
Level 63. Okay. You shortchanged me.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm that's Snap God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Snap.
Oh man, he's got 4 cubes.
Don't forget about that one.
Oh, snap.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. But wait, there's more.
Oh, snappy.
Retreat. 1 cube.
Oh, all right.
Hey, what happened? No background music today?
Yeah, we got background music.
Beep.
Oh, you want that music?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear some of Until Ben stuff, man. I keep trying to get a copy of it, but I can't seem to.
I don't know who's responsible for that. There you go, right there.
That got extra bass in it.
That's loud, boy. Oh, I got
that was loud.
Yeah, extra bass in that one.
That's funny. That's the best one.
Snap.
Hey, go ahead and send that one over to me.
Hey, open up your OneDrive. I'll send it over.
Hey, make sure they're all there though. Make sure they're all there.
Please.
Just click on it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Just click on it. Click on this. I'm gonna send you a text message. Just click.
Just click on it.
Do we want to get started? I guess we just get started.
Yeah, let's get started.
It's kind of weird.
It's quiet. It's quiet out there. It's quiet out there.
Yeah, it is, man.
It's quiet. It's Tuesday. What do you expect?
It's football night. It's football night. It's Tuesday.
It is a new podcast night.
It is a new podcast night. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we should just quit and start over. Like, let's just stop and start over. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. I'll end this podcast and then we'll pick up another one.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
works for me.
All right. There we go.
Man.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Hey,
Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Just kidding. All right.
hey, that's the right volume this time.
Anybody joining us on the, for the first time, they're going, what am I watching?
Yeah.
Guys, this is their first time? What's going on here?
It's their first time. Yeah. We've only been doing this, 10 years, no big deal.
You know what's funny is that we stopped at 10. We don't go beyond 10.
We don't go beyond 10. It's been
No.
10 years for 2 years now. Yeah.
Hey, how long you been doing this? 10 years. This sounds good.
10 years. That's about right.
Yeah, since 2007, just 10 years.
Hey, wait, yeah. Hey, wait a minute. 5, 6.
Hey, I like
10
that
years.
shirt together. Is the other side of the controller black? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
black.
tell.
Yep.
I was like, why does he have half a controller on his shirt?
Because that's how good he is.
Yeah. There you go. I like that, Magic Mike. I like that. You're on the Christmas list again. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
That's all he could find. That's what you mean to say.
Hey,
I went
listen,
like this. I went like this. Oh, it's good. It's clean. Let's go.
just remember, I want the Darth Vader Series Black helmet for Christmas list.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay. I
Okay.
got you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and
Oh.
is Moose getting Kyber crystals to you?
Hey, just don't be like the one guy I know who he'll say, "Hey man, when I go there,
Hey, here it goes.
when I go there and I find something, I'm gonna give you a call,
I'm
let you
gonna
know.
call
Man.
you.
I'm gonna let you
I'm
know
gonna
what I
call
got. Yeah, don't be that guy.
No, that guy's gone. We got rid of that.
Yeah.
guy.
Okay. Good.
That was Game God.
That was Game God. Yeah, now we got Snap God. We're good.
Snap
Oh,
God. Okay, so we're good.
You good.
He-
Snap God.
He's on
Snap
point.
God.
He'll send stuff out. Like he'll promise. He keeps his promises.
He keeps his promises.
Yeah. You heard him say I'm on Christmas
Promise
list.
God.
Oh man, I'm tearing up here. I'm tearing up. See, Game God wouldn't cry, man. Snap God cries. He's got feelings.
Snap God got
He's got
feelings.
feelings. You don't know where he stands when it comes to The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's hey, the jury's still out on that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Hey, I'm glad
All right,
we're on
well,
time today,
huh?
though. We got people
I guess-
waiting for us.
Yeah, we got people
Bunch
to
of callers
see.
on the line waiting. They're on hold right now. So
Callers
Hey,
are on the line.
Hey, all the buttons are
bring
lit
them
up on
on.
my side.
Hold on, I can pull one over if you need to. If you need to talk to somebody, let me know.
Yeah, well, he's been blinking for a while now. This one here, line 602, 602.
Okay. He was called in before we ever got started.
Yeah, he was blinking for a
Oh, my
while.
goodness. All right.
He knows the back door line. That's what it is.
That's a backdoor number.
You okay, Magic Mike? You all right?
oh man, I'm about to lose it.
Hey, your sinuses kicking in?
Oh.
I don't know if
Allergies?
I can take this new Snap guy. I don't know, man. He might be too much.
Oh man,
Hello? Is anyone there?
is that 602?
That's 602.
I didn't mean that one. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Hey,
Oh, Snappy.
hey, put that one back on hold. Put that one back on hold. Now, hey, click the one next to it with 604. With 604. What's 602? Hey, Magic Mike, they got allergy pills for that. They got
Stop.
allergy.
We're gonna do an intro and everything else for a podcast. We can't do it.
Hey, they got allergy pills for that, Magic Mike. You okay, man? You look a little
Somehow-
inflamed there. You all right?
Somehow Snap God doesn't like tear up and giggle until he cries. He maintains somehow he does it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh snap!
I know.
Hello? Snappy?
Hey, who's calling?
You
Who's
got
calling? 602. Who's calling?
caller. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Okay. How's it going out there in Seattle? Hey, put him back on the line. Come on, stop putting him on hold.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Hey, okay, good. I'm sorry, we're getting some technical difficulties here. You know, hey, the guy don't know how to handle this. 602, okay, 602.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
keep him steady. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Caller, what's your name? What's your name,
like
caller?
a movie, wasn't it? That was like a movie.
Yeah, it was a movie. Seattle. What was it called? You've got mail. You've got mail. Yeah.
Oh, that's it right there. That's it right there. Hey, this guy's good. Hey, we didn't get his name. What was the caller's name? Who was it? Did he hang up?
Yeah,
dude, it's because you keep putting it on hold. Oh my goodness. Sorry, goodness. Next time, hey, patch that through Magic Mike next time.
I'm sorry, caller.
Hey, we just call him Seattle.
Seattle,
call back. Seattle, call back.
Sleepless in Seattle. There you go.
In Seattle. Thank you.
No, he said you got mail. He said you got mail.
I couldn't get it. Yeah, man, I had no words coming out. You kidding me?
Hey, we've been having some technical difficulties.
Wait, it's Sleepless in Seattle calling back. Here he is. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, yes, Sleepless in Seattle.
So what's his name? Hey, caller, what's your name? Sleepless in Seattle. What's your name, caller?
Sleepless in Seattle. It's my name.
Oh, that's your name. Oh, okay.
I'm
sorry.
He's like Snap God. That's his name.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, whatever works for them.
Let's get going. All right, let's keep playing around. Do this all night. That's the problem. All right, let's do this. You guys set? You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. He's still here. 602. He's still here. Hang him up.
I gotta go. Here we go. Oh. All right, Spiderverse trailer, Dungeons and Dragons, MegaCon Orlando, Marvel trailers, Blue Beetle, not Beetlejuice. Oh, don't say that twice.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Episode number 384. Sleepless in Seattle. Call us back. We got God, Magic Mike, and Moose right here with you.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I just unmuted my mic when you said that. Thanks, man.
Oh, we have some fun stuff to talk about. Thanks for sharing the podcast with people, talking about the people that you like. They might like it too. I don't know if you know that, but we are on all the social media pieces. You can catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. And oh man, we appreciate you download the podcast, listen to it in your spare time. How about that?
Yes,
wow, that's very, very professional.
Well, of course,
so we do. So we do.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Hey, 602 is blinking again.
Okay,
stop.
He's on hold. He's on hold.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know where you guys want to start tonight. We're going to do something. We had some other stuff planned, like Shadow and Bones. That's we'll have to move that, kind of push that a little later. If no one saw it yet, you have an opportunity to see it on Netflix. Season 2's out. I don't know if anybody knows.
Yeah, it is out.
What, 2 years later?
I don't think it's 2 years.
2 years. I don't think it's 2 years.
You sure? It feels like it.
It does feel like it.
I can verify. We can fact check. You know, Facebook does that.
Do that.
And what movies came out over the weekend?
Oh, over the weekend came out Dungeons and Dragons. Yes,
okay.
Dungeons and Dragons. That was the big one, I believe, that came out over the weekend.
Shazam? Well, that was another big one.
That was
like 3 weeks ago, wasn't it? 4 weeks ago?
Yeah,
was it?
3 weeks ago, and then it barely made 100 million.
I was gonna say, I think if you combine the time it's come out, it might
That's
be a
what I-
good opening weekend.
That's what I want to see. Is yeah.
Okay.
Shadow and Bone 2021 first season. He's right.
Okay. Oh, it's been 2 years. Great.
April, almost to the day, April 23rd, 2021.
Wow. Where have I been?
COVID.
Not watching Shadow and Bone, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
I watched the first season.
Yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Just saying, not watching the second season because it's been 2 years. That's what you haven't been doing.
Is 2 years too long for like a streaming? Is that too long?
It's too long until you watch it again. It's not too long. No, that's too long.
Right on time.
And then you're like, oh man, I felt like I just saw this yesterday. It's coming back.
We did the same thing talking about Stranger Things, right? We were like, it's been too long. That's just been too long. And then we're like, hey, this is great.
What about Avatar? What about Avatar? Was that too long?
Yes, that's too long. That should have got longer. Should have got longer.
It made $1 billion. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe that.
I can't believe that either. It's amazing.
This is not an Avatar podcast.
What else? So Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons came out this weekend. I think Mike went and saw it first, and then inspired me to see it.
What's the opening weekend number?
Oh, you want that? We're at the end of the podcast already. I got you. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves.
Oh man, we're at the
so came out this weekend. So guesses, opening weekend. What do you got? What do you got for me? Hit me what you got. Just domestic.
Domestic. All right. I'm gonna go 50 million.
50 million. That's solid. 50 solid. 50 solid. What do you got, Magic Mike?
45.
He looked it up.
Somebody did see it. I have not looked at it, but somebody did see it.
Okay, so the opening at
I saw opening day numbers.
Yeah, you did. You told me you did. So he's trying to act like he's like 50 after he saw the opening day numbers.
Opening day numbers was 14 million.
Okay. Well, it came out of the weekend at 38.5.
Okay. All right.
So is that respectable? Is that would you consider that respectable?
And are we talking is this a Marvel movie?
No.
No.
Marvel.
Right. So I don't know. I don't know how to judge anymore. Marvel
the scale has been so screwed up. You don't know what to judge. Man, 38.5, man. Shut that down. That's not that good. But you look at Shazam and did 30 in the second weekend. I mean, listen.
We knocked that one down bad with those numbers. I don't know if it could be respectable considering that it's a new movie. It's Dungeons and Dragons. We don't have a series of that as of now. But I gotta tell you, regardless of what, and it's going to come out to Paramount.
What did the old Dungeons and Dragons movie do? How about that?
Oh,
let's
$60.
That was opening day.
Yeah, I was just that somebody went and saw it twice. What? I think
what year did it come out?
This is what we could compare it to. I think it was like 2000, 2001, maybe. I could be wrong there. Has it been that long?
No, I would trust that judgment.
2000. Yeah. Oh man, I'm right. I can't believe it. Yeah, I can. Come on, Moose. Come on, man. I'm always.
He's just not on time.
That's true. Oh, sorry.
How it came out in 2001. It was a year later at 2000. See what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. So what did that do opening weekend? I bet you it did less than 38,000. No. I bet you it did more than 38 million.
Okay. So Dungeons and Dragons. It says here 33.8 million.
Okay. Wow.
No, I think that's Lifetime.
Lifetime. That sounds more like
that's Lifetime. I think that's Lifetime.
I was gonna be surprised that it did that much, honestly.
I was
too. That's Lifetime. That's Lifetime. Let's not get excited here. Domestic opening weekend, it was actually 7.2 million. Opening weekend.
Okay.
7.2.
So I guess that's really good for what they got then, I guess.
Yeah.
17.2.
I mean, comparably.
So Magic Mike, I'm gonna let you go first. So what do you think? What did you think? You saw it. You took a whole entourage with you. Did you take an entourage?
The only thing I don't want to know about this movie is that if there's any throwback scene or whatever, and the Game God just ruined it for me.
What? I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to say it. You didn't have to say anything. With the animation from the 80s, like if there's a scene with that in there or a hint to it, don't tell me. anything else, it's open. It's open.
Okay.
It's open.
The only
open
thing I
season.
will tell you on that piece, Moose, is that I just don't remember it that well. So if I do it, it's completely by accident. So I won't say this. I won't give you scenes. I just won't be able to tell you if it was from the 80s or not because I don't remember. But I can tell you this: I'm surprised at the 38 million, and I'm hoping
Really?
that when word gets out, more people are going to go see it. Because I got to tell you, this movie I thought was great. It had everything I wanted to see. Maybe a couple things that weren't there, but enough of it I wanted to see about D&D to keep me interested throughout the entire movie. There wasn't any grand moments that you get with Marvel, like you get, Captain America picking up, grabbing Thor's hammer. You're not going to get that moment, but the entire movie, you were enjoying every piece of it. At least I did, for me. And I would say, regardless if you think you'll like it or don't like it, it's worth seeing because it is Dungeons and Dragons. It is a Dungeons and Dragons movie, exactly what you would want. You get a lot of the characters, as far as what they do, how they look, in terms of what you would consider to be D&D. And I love the whole storyline itself. I just can't talk enough good things about it.
Okay. So that's a good review there. I think it was pretty heartfelt and sincere. So when I saw it, I had to tell you, I felt like it was two movies in one. And here's the reason why I felt like it was two movies. The first 2/3 of the movie, I'm like, I can do without this. Because I felt like it was going to be all, I felt like it, and it was all one-liners. All one-liners, man. One-liner after one-liner after one-liner, dry humor delivery, which I'm not saying it was bad, right? It's one of those, that's pretty funny. Those kind of jokes, right? Or, that's smart,
Right.
And I'm saying to myself as I watch this, I'm like, I don't want to watch the whole movie this. I get it, pepper it through, but I don't want to watch the whole thing. Now, with that being said, when the bad person came out finally,
Venture.
that's when the movie got that.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's when the movie got good. That's when because special effects, green screen, fighting, action, or you got to see them using their powers. Man, that's when I was like, oh, okay, hey, what was this? Yeah, the magicians and stuff like that.
Oh,
so you got to see you're
more
like
than one magician.
Their abilities.
Yes, their abilities. Yeah, their abilities, not magician
man.
abilities. And so that's when you really say, oh man, this is good, man. I like this. But unfortunately, it was a 2-hour and 6-minute movie. That was probably the last 25 minutes of the movie.
Oh,
Moose, don't fall. Remember when he told you Star Trek, Picard? The second episode was a sleeper, it's a snoozer, and then he comes on and apologizes later, because he was wrong after you had seen it. You probably told him, "What are you thinking?" And then he realized, "Oh, I better go watch it again." I'm telling you, this is worth that. It is not 25 minutes and at the end of the movie that you get the good stuff. It's a Dungeons and Dragons movie. When you start playing D&D, if you're playing it, you don't just start off all of a sudden, oh, let me use my magic. Let me do this. No, you have a story, you have a scene, and you have to play it out. You don't automatically go into battle, as you're saying that we didn't get battles till 25 minutes left. That's not true, first of all. And secondly, you're not going to get the battles.
Oh, come on, Magic Mike. I hope you're not talking a little clashing of swords fights in the beginning. Just a little cling, cling here and there. No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about what you watch and play D&D for. Epic fight scenes, right? And you got it in the last 25 minutes. Listen, I'm saying that's good. But no. And I'm not complaining about the story.
Now you're saying 45 minutes. First you said 25.
25, 25. Right. So I can tell you that in the beginning, it's your typical story, Moose. It's not anything groundbreaking. It's your typical D&D type story. Right. So which is fine. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong. But the movie, how it progresses, it's just a bunch of one-liners for me. And it doesn't get really eye-catching.
You guys remember I said that's what I saw from the trailer originally, and I'm like, I'm kind of concerned. The original trailer I was fine with. The extended trailer I saw it, and it was a bunch of one-liners, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Magic Mike, how do you think Hugh Grant did?
I think he did great.
Venger?
I loved it.
Yes, he's in it, Moose. You keep asking. He's in it.
Okay, thanks.
I think he did great. I loved his role in it, the way he played the role. You want to know?
No, I don't want to know.
Okay, well, don't ask the question.
Or Venger. I'm talking about Venger.
Hey,
I'm
Magic
talking about
Mike,
Hugh
I already
Grant.
know the answer. I already know the answer just by how you answered.
Right? No, I
but-
thought Hugh Grant did great.
He thinks I'm playing, and you see that's exactly your problem, Snap God. You got
Ooh, snap.
literally, literally. You're gonna give me the answers, and
Yep.
I'm not even wanting it. Tell him, Magic Mike.
I
You better tell him
tried.
right
That's
now.
why I asked the
I didn't
question.
say anything.
You
I
did
said
say
25
something.
minutes. I said, "Oh
No,
snap!"
you said I'm not going to revisit it because
Please don't.
hopefully Moose will forget that he said it.
Yeah.
Because I know
I
what he
didn't say
said.
anything.
Yes, you did.
Oh my
But
goodness.
Moose, I'm telling you, for the most experienced D&D person on this call, I would believe that's the case.
Okay.
This is exactly how you would play the D&D. And if you want to talk about one-liners, sure, there's going to be one-liners. But
How
when
many?
you do the role playing, you're going to have one-liners. You're going to have these fun things that you do. You're going to laugh and enjoy it.
He just
This
say how
is a
many?
DVD movie. Yeah, I know. So how many? I don't know how many would you say? 25
Bro,
minutes
they would.
worth?
That's
They
a
was.
one-liner.
They,
That was a one-liner, Magic Mike.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. But so, Moose, that's all I'm saying. If you're going in there thinking it's action from beginning to end, it isn't. It's the last 20, 25 minutes. It's got comedy. It's Chris Pine. It's the Chris Pine show.
Wait a minute. Chris Pine has action too, though, in his other
He
movies.
does.
I mean,
He
look at
does.
Wonder
He
Woman.
does. But I felt like he was Ryan Reynolds in this.
That was not true. That should have been another one. I'm sorry. There we go. No, seriously. Chris Pine he's had action movies, so that's not, you can't just put it off on him.
No, listen. If you're gonna go watch it, watch
to.
it as a matinee.
Okay.
Yeah, spend $8. That's it. Get popcorn.
So are you saying you wouldn't go see it? You felt like you wasted your money?
Yes. I feel
Wow.
like,
Wow.
I feel like at the price I spent, I didn't want to spend it.
Oh, here we go.
I
When's the last time you went and saw a movie and said it was worth it? When's the last time? Look, just
Infinity
move on,
War,
because he can't even think about it.
Infinity War.
And that's the event you just saw. Doctor Strange or not Doctor Strange, but Spider-Man. Yeah.
How about the Spider-Verse? Speaking of that, so you got Spider-Verse number 2 trailer out, extended trailer. First, let me just say that I felt like I saw the whole movie when I saw it. And I'm like, why did they show so much? Just keep some. I like what I'm looking at. I like what I'm seeing. Cut it off. Like, stop. The trailer's like 18 minutes long, and I'm like, I just saw the movie. I don't know how long it is really, but it seemed like it, and I'm like, this is half the movie.
It's almost 3 minutes long. Well, maybe it's 2.5, but nonetheless, Moose. I even put that in my notes.
Quick storytelling, like they were, and I was like, this is too much. I like it. I like what I saw, but it seemed like I saw the movie, and I do want to see it, but I wish they wouldn't tell me all the ins and outs before I go see it.
Well, to your point, I don't know if I want to, like, it's going to be on my top of the list to see now, because I do, like you said, feel like I've seen the movie. I know how it's going to play out. And even when you think you're like, I know how this is going to go, then they add something else to it and you go, so now I do know how it's going to go, because they played it out the entire movie right there in a matter of minutes.
And then they give you the last scene of the movie.
Yeah, you noticed it, right? You saw it, right?
I'm
like, hey, I'm gonna write my own story. I'm like, there it goes. That's it right there. I'm like, I'm tired of everybody telling me what my story's gonna be. I'm gonna write my own story.
There goes Gengar with the one-liners.
Yep.
So I'm gonna echo what you said. I definitely felt like they gave too much story. I felt like someone is gonna die. The Uncle Ben is in there. He's gonna die 4 times. I feel like the dad is gonna die. He's gonna have to sacrifice. So again, now the only way this trailer has any saving grace is that if there's a curveball we don't see coming, a character we don't see coming, an introduction to something else, something completely different. That's the only way that this movie will save it. But if this is all it is, just more parts, more video of what we just saw, I hate that they did that. I'd rather make a fake trailer.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt like I was watching Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse in animation, because based on the trailer, you got that movie. Seeing, it's these people against these people, and you're like, oh, okay, I already know what's going to happen and where it's going to end up.
Yeah. I was disappointed in that. I really was.
Bad move.
All right, let's keep on going. Let's keep riding.
So I'll tell you what I wasn't disappointed in. I'll tell you what
okay.
I wasn't disappointed
Go
in.
ahead.
It's a show coming out on Disney Plus called Secret Invasion. Now, I saw this trailer, and from the moment that that first sound, the music in the trailer,
The music was great.
Oh,
yeah, the music, I'm like, is
It
this
brought
a
me
movie?
back to the Avengers.
Yes.
pieces that were
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, after I watched the trailer, I'm like, did that bring me back to the Avenger piece? Was it because of Samuel Jackson, or was it because of how they filmed it? Now, I can tell you, this does not look like a series. It does not look like a show. It looks like a movie.
Yeah.
And I wasn't excited to see it before I saw this trailer. And when I saw this trailer, I said, I want to see it tomorrow. Put it on TV right now. Let's go, because this looks amazing. Amazing.
It does look good. I'm a little concerned just about how Sam Jackson's Nick Fury is going to play out. It seems like this is the write-off for Nick Fury. It seems like this is the end of the story, which is that's fine, I guess. But it also seems like he's going to take on all the Skrulls. That can't happen. Because the Skrulls, particularly the Super Skrull, were huge enemies of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how in the world can you he can't take on the Skrull? But it's just that's too difficult.
No, the Super Skrull takes all the ongoing abilities of all the cards around him.
Of
So
all the
there's no way he
ongoing.
can do that.
Listen,
Yeah, they can't do it.
this is Moose. I know where you're at with this. My saving grace on this, because I agree with you guys. The trailer was great. I love it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. But I'm hoping they're going to bring in something else, because to your point, he doesn't have that ability. And if they give him that ability somehow, it's gonna ruin that piece of it.
Yeah.
When you say ability, the ability to take down all the Skrull, is that what you're saying?
Yes. Whatever ability whatever they may do, because it's based on comics, but they can write whatever they want to in there. But they need to do it the right way. They need to bring in some superheroes. I'm hoping we're going to kind of see some of that. I don't know if we do see that, then the trailer was even better than we thought, because that means they're keeping some things to it.
They're hiding it from us. I love that.
Exactly.
So
I can tell you there was one scene.
Go ahead, Magic.
One scene I was expecting, for the guy. Well, when all the Skrulls appeared, the super. When he stood up, I thought he was going to say, "Hey, don't let this robe fool you. It's the only color they had." I was expecting him to say that.
That's funny. That's funny.
But
so as I don't think that he's not gonna take him on himself. Nick Fury wasn't that character in the Avengers, and I don't think he's gonna be this character in the show. But I do believe he has friends. And I do believe that they will come for him. He won't necessarily look for them for help. I think they're going to bail him out when he gets back into the corner and he can't do no more. I hope that's what it is. I definitely don't think he's going to be the one to save everything. But I do believe that this is going to open the door for the next phase. And I do believe that we're going to see. When we saw Doctor Strange, we didn't think we see the Illuminati. We always hinted at it, right? And not that they did it well. I mean, they did it well by the way they look. Not that they did them well.
Right.
So we didn't think that was coming. So we could possibly see some type of Fantastic Four reference, mutant reference, or something to that nature with this that'll open the door, blast them over. Because you also got, remember, Deadpool and Wolverine coming up in Deadpool, which is going to start tying the worlds together as well. So I'm looking forward to it. My only thing that would make me disappointed is if it's only like 5 episodes.
Well, it's a mini series, so it's not going to be carried forward for a couple of seasons. That we know. It may be 1 season, maybe 2 at the most. As a mini series, that's what they typically are. It's got Rhodey in it, so maybe I don't want that to be the case. I don't want him to be the hero of it because it shouldn't be. But they may go that direction. But I would love to see a tie-in to what you're saying, Game God, to Fantastic Four. I would love to see that.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they got a good premise. I think they're gonna blow it. That's what I think. I think they're gonna blow it.
Listen, history says anything, they will. But we
give them time and they'll tear it up. Yep.
Don't worry. Yeah. Speaking of miniseries, there's you guys remember we saw this in Star Wars when they were coming out with the Young Jedi Adventures. That is, I believe that's officially out. There are 4 shorts on the Star Wars Kids YouTube channel. If you
Oh,
take a look at those, yeah, just for fun. Speaking of good stuff though, and of good caliber stuff, I was completely taken back by the Blue Beetle trailer. First of all, I didn't realize the guy from Karate Kids, Miguel.
Yes.
What's his name? Is it Miguel?
Miguelito.
Miguel. Yes, it is.
Miguelito. Is that right? I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, wait, did I know he was in Blue Beetle? But doesn't matter. I saw the trailer, and man, I was super impressed with what they were able to accomplish in the trailer. It looked like a Marvel movie, and yet it's DC.
Oh, Moose, I second that notion. It definitely has Marvel or MCU visual effects. It feels like the Blue Beetle version of Spider-Man. That's what I felt like. I'm curious to who the villain is. For a second, I'm like, is Craven in there? It's like it looked like Craven for a second. But man, I thought they did a great job. And this is a character that really didn't take off into Injustice 2, the game. And he's always been in DC, and he's always been a back scene character.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Young Justice had them, so he became popular there as well. But he really didn't become mainstream on what his powers can do and his character into the game Injustice 2. So it's good to see that they can take a character like that and really take off.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that either.
He's a pretty dangerous character in that game too. He's but
Aquaman was the dangerous guy.
He was in one, in the first one. The second one they took away his stuff. The Dolphins ran away from him. So the trailer was great. They spent some money. Now, if this is what we have in store for us for DC, man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Marvel better watch out.
Well, here's the thing. So I did not, and I thought Blue Beetle became big from Young Justice, because that's what I was going to mention, that piece, because I really enjoyed his character in Young Justice. It was great, right up on par with anybody else that was in it. Right. And so I'm excited to see how Miguel is going to do in this. I think he'll do a great job. And when we were talking via text before a couple of days ago, Moose had said he saw it, and I was like, the next phase of phase 6 brought to you by DC, because that's where I feel like we are. The only issue that I had with this trailer was at the very end, and that was the CGI piece. It looked like CGI, and that's when he makes the sword at the end and does a couple of moves, and I was like, I wish I hadn't seen that, but it was awesome up until that point, and I loved it. I'm looking forward to it coming out. Miguel's going to do awesome. I say Miguel. I don't know
whatever it's got. Yeah,
Cobra Kai is going to do well.
He was just at Orlando MegaCon too.
Yeah, he looked like he's grown, like
Yeah, he looks like the character, Blue Beetle's character, really.
Yes.
So excited. We're all going to see this in the theaters. Is that what we're hearing?
I don't know. Game Guy's not, because it's going to cost too much.
I'm pretty sure that I'll go see it in the theater.
I will too.
But
I will too.
Speaking of MegaCon, so MegaCon Orlando, MegaCon is just it's a Comic-Con. And if you guys don't know it, if you haven't been, you got to go. You got to go at least once. I mean, I don't want to say it's on par with a New York or San Diego, but for the South, it is no different than Dragon Con is in Atlanta. I mean, which one do you think is better, MegaCon or Dragon Con? I mean, I'd argue that they both have some great things, individually about them, but I'd argue that MegaCon pulls in way more people than Dragon Con.
Is that a cue? You want those numbers? I got them for you.
Oh, you have the numbers. Great. What's...
So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you the line. I'm going to lead it in. The convention is the largest fan convention event in the Southern United States and the second largest in North America, with an attendance recorded in 2023 of 160,000.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah. So this year, MegaCon pulled in just over 160,000 attendees over the span that they were there. So that is impressive. So is that because fans are thirsty for a con that's going to deliver? And it had a great Moose, you can speak to this. It had a great celebrity lineup. Great celebrity. They spent money.
Yeah, the lineup itself was just incredible. It was second to none in any lineup at any con that you're going to go to. This had some great players in it. I thought.
Well, and I know you want to talk about, because I want to hear what more you had to say. But I also know, Moose, that you saw some new vendors and some new things, and we've been asking for that for a while. Because we've been seeing the same stuff. We've talked about that con after con, and so this is exciting to see. It feels like cons are back with this after we've seen all the things being posted, the things that you shared.
Sure does feel like at least one came back with authority, and that's great. Yeah. So during the time, the 4-day event, I attended 2 of the days, and it is first of all the place where the MegaCon takes place, where the event takes place,
Orange County Convention Center.
Orange County Convention Center, also second to none. It is by far, in my opinion, the best convention center in the country.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot. We've seen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing it's always phenomenal. It's always clean. It's
it gives it room for it to really spread its wings.
Absolutely.
And showcase
you're not constrained by any room in the con. Like you have exactly what you have. You have the meeting rooms, you have your panel rooms, and then you have the exhibition hall, but you could put anything you want to in that exhibition hall. You can't there's no limitation. You go, well, I'd like to put a 5-story statue. You can do it. Like, it's huge, and it's not limited. So I love that about it. So the convention is just a prime spot. The show itself delivered. There were tons of people there on Saturday. The busiest day is Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine there was 80,000 people there on Saturday, and just a single day. And I'd also imagine, first of all, I would say that the cosplay in MegaCon is pretty decent. It's usually pretty decent. Mm-hmm. I'm not really sold on the cosplayers they had in booths per se on that. I'm kind of, I wasn't impressed with that. There's probably 1 or 2 that I go, oh yeah, I like what they can do. The other ones I'm like, I'm not. They just didn't offer anything. The cosplay at MegaCon itself, there were some good ones, and like all cons, you get some cheesy ones, but there were at least halfway decent attempts at even the cheesy ones. So I like that too.
Well, as you continue to speak about that, I think the only place, and you mentioned it, that has cosplay that's like top notch, top tier, would be like a Dragon Con. They have I don't know how they do it, because it's not convenient for
whatsoever. Yeah,
for the guests, and it's really, really tight. But man, you see some of the greatest cosplays in Dragon Con. But what I feel from being in previous ones, I didn't make this one, but for being in previous one, is that, man, and from experiencing MegaCons, is that people love Florida. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. It's no, you go there for the MegaCon, and hey, let's go to Disney. So you're always going to attract this huge number. But because it can house comfortably so many people, you're not walking 2 miles to go to one event to another event. Everything's really accessible. And they even did something different with the parking. I don't know if that made a difference. But I can tell you, I really do enjoy this place. Was sad I didn't make it this year, but from what I heard, I missed out on a good one.
It was good. I love the of course, Artist Alley. They bring in some good artists there. They had Frank Miller that was there. John Boy Myers, which is a good friend of ours of the podcast, he was there. They have some really good artists that come to Orlando. Always have. Frank Cho was there. Anyway, I could go on and on. But they also have they had some different vendors. Now, there were a handful of vendors that I saw that I'd never seen before, that we've been to many cons across the country, and we hadn't seen anything different. Well, I saw a few things that were different. Now I've reached out to these vendors to kind of talk about their stuff, and maybe we could have them on the podcast to kind of show their wares as well. But there was some different stuff and some cool stuff, and I ended up buying some. And I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I want to see, because I'd like to spend some money on vendors. And on something new, but and then I did, so I was pretty happy with that.
Support the locals.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent in Orlando too. So I always like to see that, whether it's in the cosplay or whether it's the vendors or whatever. The two vendors I have in my mind, they would come across from the other side of the country to come to MegaCon. So that was pretty interesting.
Well,
So,
it's awesome to hear, Moose, that you're saying that it is what it is, because this was for those who don't know, Moose, you remember, this was my first con ever.
Yeah.
Was going to MegaCon years ago, obviously. But I got to go with you and someone else, and man, that was an experience. And especially being with you there, who was already experienced, you were able to take me around. That event is just incredible. And unfortunately, I haven't even been back since, only because of the constraints of where I am. But I love the convention center. It's exactly what you guys are saying is great to hear that it's back.
well, lastly, I would say about the convention that there were a ton of celebrities. And I probably, man, I had to meet a few of them. I had to. Ethan Peck and Anson Mount. I thought that was just
Yeah, that
great.
was impressive.
Carl Weathers. Just a classic thing. Rosario Dawson. Chevy
big
Chase,
names.
Christy Brinkley.
Big names. Keep going.
Yeah, it's true. It's just go on, and I was impressed with a lot of the things that were going on. So I love that about it. I had a great time. We'll do a blog on our social media piece about it at some point, but on the website, it was a good time. It was a good time.
So here's the closing note on that, if you don't mind me saying. They got the dates for next year, 2024. Have you seen them?
I have not seen them yet.
So this may be a little scary. They have the dates for next year, February 1st to February 4th.
Really?
What?
Yes. Is that a mistake?
That might hurt him.
Yeah.
That's a mistake, because I know Florida's Sunshine State, and no matter what time, what day, it's you get good weather.
Yeah.
But February, it's a little iffy.
Well, you never know in February. I think you're really competing against some other stuff there. I don't know. I'd have to see how that works out for them. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, they couldn't secure the same dates. So apparently
that's
something else
surprising.
is going on. Yeah, apparently something's going on or something to that nature. But
Maybe it's Star Wars celebration going back to Orlando.
that would be interesting. That would be interesting. But they also want to position themselves to be the first con of the year with blockbuster numbers. So maybe that's the other reason why they don't want to do January, because January people are still recovering from the holidays. It's not a great month. Nobody travels, right?
Yeah, so they say so close to like Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
All-Star NBA All-Star weekend is around that time.
I wouldn't want to compete against that personally if I were the convention. Only because that's taken away. When's the Super Bowl? When is the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl is usually the first or second weekend of
January.
February.
Yeah. So now it is. Yeah. So that is right there. That's right there, because they're going to do it on that 4-day stretch.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I don't know if February is a good call, but yeah, I just want to let you know, February 1st to the 4th.
Because they're not Super Bowl is not going to be on Valentine's Day, so it's not going to be the following week.
Nope.
I guess it could be. I guess the end of the week that would make it the 10th. When's the Super Bowl this year? Does it? I mean, when was it? Does anybody remember?
I can find out. I'll find out.
Yeah, look that up as I talk about just two things before we wrap up this podcast. And one of them is if you haven't been to MegaCon, first of all, you should make your way to MegaCon. Secondly is you can find us at the cons. You can find us all around. We'll go to New York or Dragon Con or FanX in Salt Lake or wherever. I mean, we've hit a few of the other ones, particularly Fan Expo and things like that. But
Super Bowl was February 12th, by the way.
Okay, so then the following weekend, that would do well for them if they did.
February 11th is when it is.
Yeah. Okay.
2024.
Okay. Well, there you go.
But people travel early though. They'll go for the whole week.
They do.
Oh no, but the Pro Bowl is before that. Come on, man, we got to do that.
Yeah, but
don't compete against the Pro Bowl. Oh no,
flag football. Anyway, But yeah, I'm worried about that. I would prefer, maybe they don't want to go later. Maybe they don't want to go June, July. It's too hot. People complain about it.
They definitely don't go later because it'll be too hot, way too hot.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting that they couldn't, get what they wanted with with March, only because, well, or even April, because that could be a Star Wars celebration. It could be.
Yeah.
You never know.
Star Wars celebration usually comes around spring.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
So that would be an interesting piece. But anyway, we need to go. We do have some giveaways, by the way. We do have some giveaways to give. We just got to come up with a little contest for people to earn some merchandise.
There we go.
Well, hey, I'm gonna shoot you down on Star Wars celebration. They're skipping 2024.
I just looked that up. I'm like,
oh man,
what?
Yeah,
well,
they're skipping
that's okay.
2024.
That's all right. I don't mind that. We'll catch it on the next time. So John Boy Myers has given a couple of things for us to give away. So we have some artwork by John Boy Myers, autographed specifically by him. We even got a picture of him autographing the said artwork. We also have some other stuff. We have some Star Wars goodies. I won't tell you what they are just yet.
So how do I tell people to enter?
Sorry, Magic Mike. You're prohibited from winning. Your family is prohibited from winning. You cannot win. Yeah, I don't know. We got to figure out something. We got to figure out a little something to do. But if we can figure it out, we'll send it out and everybody can do it. How about that? Start putting your minds to the test, to the grind.
Price to the highest bidder.
We're selling nothing. We sell nothing.
We don't.
Non-for-profit podcast.
Non-for-profit. I love it. I love it.
We only spend. We don't make a single dime.
There's only one arrow on our bank account. It's out.
Yes. Always down.
It's red. Always red. All right. Any last things, gentlemen? Snap God.
Snap. Hey, 602 is still on the line, by the way.
Yeah, we'll get him on the way out.
Okay.
All right. Catch up on Star Trek, on Picard. I'm ready to talk some more Picard.
Okay.
Hey, E3 canceled. E3's done.
E3 is over.
That's it. No more. The last Ubisoft pulled out
completely, or just this year.
They pulled it completely for this year. It's now no show this year.
Well, that doesn't surprise. It's just a matter of time before they do it all together.
We knew that was coming,
right? I mean, it's impossible to keep a show on if you're going to have all your spectacular vendors pull out and do their own shows.
Yep. Yeah. Listen, you can't do it. Go to MegaCon.
Oh, thanks for joining us, everybody. You're more than welcome to join us live and add your own input to what we have to say. Join us Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if not, download the podcast, send us an email, send us a message, tell us what you think anyway.
I was just leaving.
Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.